On the screen, you can see a Java file by name basic.java, and in this file, we have a package basic.example. So for package declaration, we require package keyword followed by the package name, which is here basic.example, and we end the statement with semicolon. So this statement will declare a package basic.example. Now under this package, whatever classes we write will belong to this package. So we have written here class basic, and it is declared as public to make it visible to the compiler or outside this class. So outside this file. So here class is basic, class name is basic. Using class keyword, always we declare a class, and the class is starting with curly bracket here and ending here with the curly bracket in 11th line. And within the class, we are having the public static void main method, which is the starting point of execution. So whenever we run the program or execute program, the compiler will search for main method, and whatever statements are present in main, only that gets executed. So now in main method, whatever you write, that gets executed. So in this Java program, we will be seeing what is a final class in Java. So there is a class already, class basic. Now we will be seeing what is final class in Java. So for that, let's create a class other than basic. Let's create a class in this file as A. So for creating a class, we use class keyword followed by the class name, which I'm taking as A. And whenever we use final class in Java, then that final class will become fixed, or it cannot be inherited. When we use final class in Java program, the final class cannot be inherited by any other class. That means that class will be fixed and its definition cannot be modified or inherited. Now, this class I'm writing or declaring a variable as ID 90. So I have taken a variable 90, and other than this, I will be using one more class as B. Now I will make this class as child of A. For that, I'm using a extends keyword, and then again I'm starting the class with curly bracket and closing the class with closing curly bracket. So here this will be acting as parent class with a data member ID of type integer and with value 90, and this class B is a class that is child of class A. So now, as I said, this is class A, which is parent class now acting as parent class, and then this is class B, which is child of class A here. So this child can access all the members of class A when it is extending A. That means when it is inheriting A. So this becomes the child class, this becomes the parent class. Now if I write a function here or method here, display, from this display I will be able to access ID. So I can use here system.out.println to display this ID. But ID is the member of class A. Still we are able to access here ID. If I remove this extends A, then we will get here error. ID cannot be resolved to a variable. So create local variable ID. So it is not visible to B now. ID is member of A and is not visible in B. That is the reason we are getting here error. But if I write here extends A, now again error has gone and we are able to access this ID because B is the child class of A. B can make use of all the members. B can access the members of class A. So it is able to use this ID here in the display method, which is member of class B. So display here is the member of class B. So if I want to display ID or invoke this display method, I can simply here create object for class B. I'm creating here object for class B, and using this obj object of class B, I will be able to call this display method, and using the same, let's also, so using this obj, I will be accessing here id and assigning value to it, and also I have called the display method. Now if I execute, I get output as 90. So this all happened using the object of class B, which is child class. But ID here is the member of class A, which is parent class. Now in case if I declare or use here the keyword final before declaring the class A, as soon as I write final, you can see here we got so many errors. ID cannot be resolved. And here class B cannot subclass the finals class A. And also here ID cannot be resolved. So here we instantly got 3 errors as soon as I declared class A as final. That means class A cannot be inherited. Class B cannot become child of class A. Class A cannot have subclasses or child classes. And class B cannot be subclass of class A. Not only class B, we cannot make any other class also as child of class A. So this class is having all its members fixed or final, and they cannot be used by any other classes except A. So that is what is final class. Final makes a class sealed, or it cannot be inherited by other classes. So in case if you want to stop inheritance of any class, you can declare that class as final. So if you do not want any class to have child classes, then you can declare that class as final. So final class cannot be inherited or cannot have any subclass or child class. So that is what is final class in Java.